Yeah.
Let's start with Benjamin Mendy. Benjamin Mendy has been signed by... This gladdens a lot of people because seeing that a number of people said he wasted 2 years of his career and he might not be able to get back on track. But I know we mentioned something that for his hometown, there will definitely be a club that might want to take him.
Yeah.
They will accept him.
It was actually unexpected because we never expected him to get a club immediately.
Immediately, just 2 days after.
Because people were thinking, okay, this man is maybe not fit to play a football match.
Football match, exactly.
Lorient, that has had the likes of Thierry Murphy, and it's a lot for me. I believe Benjamin Mendy is definitely going to make it in France.
He is, because I mean, this by the time he moved, he was the most expensive right back, fullback, defender,
yeah.
fullback at that time, 50 million at that time. So this is someone that had that has quality. As the last time we see him play, I mean, for him to get to the point of Pep Guardiola buying you, that is not just a player.
One of the best left back in the world, although he has defensive frailties or something, but going up front, he definitely knows how to shoot with the ball, knows how to cross. So Guardiola likes somebody like that, but the issue is not staying in England. I think Fabrizio said he had offers in England, in Italy, but decided to go back to his own home, definitely.
Okay. All right. So there's still some, quite a number of other transfers that are happening in the world of football. But just before we jump into that, let's talk about Kylian Mbappé. He has been excluded from PSG squad to tour Asia, I think. He has been excluded from that squad. So it means that Nasser Khelaïfi has stuck his foot down. If you don't sign a new contract, you will leave this season. The contract is worth, reportedly worth over $1 billion as it stands for a 10-year contract as it stands. We said if you don't sign this contract, then you're going to leave this season.
And he doesn't want to leave this season.
And doesn't want to leave this season because he wants to go, for free, according to reports, that he wants to leave for free and all of that. This saga, the Kylian Mbappé saga, are we going to get the end of it this season? What do you think? Who do you think will win in this player versus club standoff, as it were?
Well, as it is right now, PSG are the ones who are definitely going to lose because if the player definitely does not accept an offer from, the other clubs, definitely I believe it is for PSG to lose. They might bench him all through the season, but PSG are still going to lose. They're going to pay him salary, definitely. Okay. They'll pay him his salary, but sporting ways, he won't play any game, frozen out of the team. But I think 100 million Madrid do not have any 100 million to cover out this season.
And this season, because, they
bought Bellingham, so you can get him for free next season. So I just believe...
They were prepared to do it last season. They were prepared to pay 150 even if he had 1 year, but that contract that he went to sign was not a problem.
Well, 1 billion for the next 10 years. That'll be the biggest contract in Europe. Yeah. I believe it's something Mbappé should actually look at. But he has to, put out his ego. The team can be built around you, but you need players to work for you. You don't boss them around. I saw some of his clips last season when Messi lost some passes, and then, he was not even running anymore. So it is something about ego, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. We already have some comments here on WhatsApp. And of course, remember the number, you don't call the number. You don't call on WhatsApp. It is just for WhatsApp messages. Number is 0802-081-527. You can send WhatsApp messages on the number, and then we can take your takes on the transfer window. Now, let's move over to Manchester United. Andre Onana has been confirmed as the Manchester United keeper. There was talk about Inter Milan wanting to go for De Gea, so it seemed like a switch or something. But Andre Onana, he has been, of course, with Ten Hag in his days from Ajax. Do you think he's a solution? Considering that David De Gea won the Golden Boot last season, Manchester United kept the most number of clean sheets. On his day, he is world-class. Of course, those errors. But now, one thing that he has been criticized for is his ability to pass out and play out from the back.
Keeper.
Which is why he has not been in the Spanish national team in recent times. But Andre Onana is a keeper that even had issues, as it were, with Rigobert Song and, of course, Samuel Eto'o in the Cameroon national team, that he doesn't play as they want. He wants to pass out from the back while they want to play out.
Traditional goalkeeper.
Traditional goalkeeper from the back. Is this a good move for
It's a good move for him because when a coach who you've actually worked with previously brings you back to a team, then I believe it's a testament to the fact that you're doing something good. You've seen Ajax play from the back. We've seen Inter Milan play from the back. We've seen, although he has his errors, but one thing the has actually failed to understand is that football has changed. You've seen Guardiola play from the back. You've seen Mikel Arteta. Almost Ben Leno was sent out of Arsenal because he couldn't play from the back. The year now is out of Man United because he can't play from the back. So most coaches now want your keeper to be your 11th player, not just saving with the hands.
Exactly, not just saving with the hands. Exactly. All right. But good one for Manchester United, Andre Onana?
Yeah, for their style of play, then it's a good one for them. Players, I mean, goalkeepers who play with their legs are actually very, very minimal, and they're world class if they do.
Okay. All right. Okay. Moving on from that now. There's also talk. Let's see. Now, this one is one that is close to heart because I feel that he's one of the best players in world football. Riyad Mahrez, Al Ahly in Saudi Arabia. Riyad Mahrez is moving for about 30 million and all of that. And I feel that this is somewhere that would walk into any other
He
team.
has
That will
something to
still
offer.
even, I don't even think there's any right winger better than him in Manchester City. But as it stands, Pep Guardiola is prepared to let him go.
Well, you know, if you want to leave, Pep Guardiola will not stop you. You know, something that happened with Jordan Henderson when it comes to financial power, when you hear the box they want to pay you, definitely you would actually be amazed. You'll be amazed. Imagine I want to pay you £500,000 a week. You know, I'm sure you're going to accept it. So, Mahrez leaving Manchester City is a good one for him personally.
Is it a good one?
It's a good one for him personally.
He still has much to give.
Ruben Neves said something. I'm playing football for my family.
Of course.
Odoni Gallo said the same thing. They are all playing football for money. Al Ali now have Mendy, the goalkeeper.
Okay.
They have Roberto Firmino. They have Alex Saint-Maximin. Somebody who can still start in a top Premier League side. So, you know, that front line is enough, at least, to take you to Europe in the Premier League.
All right. Okay. So, looking at all of that now, can we say, what is Manchester City? What are their plans for this season? Josko Gvardiol is reportedly said to be coming in quite soon. Who is going to replace Riyad Mahrez? Who will start there?
Well, Manchester City have not actually outlined any replacement for Mahrez, neither have they outlined any replacement for Bernardo Silva. But as it stands, if Bernardo Silva is still in the club, Bernardo Silva and Foden will probably be shifted to their right wing. And it's not every time that this guy starts also. It is not every time that you see Riyad Mahrez start. You could see, what's his man, Alvarez. You could see Alvarez start on the right wing. So, Guardiola knows how to tick.
He knows how to do what he needs. All right, now let's move on to Liverpool. A lot has been happening. It might seem that the whole midfield would have a revamp for next season. As it stands now, there are offers on the table for Fabinho and Jordan Henderson. Henderson is the much talk because I feel that as a captain, Jordan Henderson has given a lot and still can give a lot, not only on the pitch,
Experience.
off the pitch. You understand? Because see, there's a lot. Football is not just only 11 men and 90 minutes. There's a lot that happens behind the
mentality.
scenes. Yes, and I remember Alan Shearer talking about how important Jordan Henderson has been to the team during their run of winning. But the point now, it seems as though they've reached a £12 million agreement with El Ettifaq, which of course is now coached by Steven Gerrard and all of that. Liverpool, what do you think would happen if a whole complete overhaul? Do you think they can contend, even if the players they're bringing in are quality, but a whole overhaul? Because Thiago Alcantara, who is the only person left from last season, wasn't even a regular starter. Injuries and all of that. And he will not be a regular starter
because of injuries.
So it will seem like the whole midfield is going to change.
Well, even Arsenal that have actually, gone into this overhauling of a thing, they are not doing this the way Liverpool are doing it. Because we're looking at you overhauling your whole full midfield, your front line. Okay, Firmino is no longer there. You only have Luis Diaz. You have this man Nunes, and then you have Salah. Who else up front do you have? Okay, Cody Gap. Who else? Jota. That's 5. They are enough. But your midfield, you're bringing in players that have experience playing for countries. You have experience playing in the Premier League, but they are not like playing for Liverpool. This is the first season they will be playing together. But Liverpool, I'm definitely sure they are not charging for the title this season. So if they are not charging for the title,
why do you think so? Jurgen Klopp is not joking.
If he is cooking, he will definitely fall at one point in time because this squad, how many of them have played in the top side? Brighton, okay, let's forget the fact that this man won the World Cup. Brighton, what has he won with Brighton? Soboslai. Yeah, what has he won?
Leipzig.
Okay, maybe apart from Leipzig, the cup. So, it's actually
that top level.
The mentality.
Yes, I would agree with you on this one because you see, look at who will take over. We're looking at Van Dijk. Van Dijk has not been in the best of forms for the last 2 seasons, and it seems like he's on his way down. Except there's a serious upsurge, and I feel that kind of upsurge can come from competition, and that competition is what Liverpool do not have at the moment.
They do have
in defense. They don't. The competition is not there.
For his position, they do have. They have Matip, you have Joe Gomez. Are they not good enough for Liverpool?
Okay, all right. Let's see if we can take just 1 or 2 calls on transfer stories. 0902-416-3440, 0810-764-1679. Number of people on our family group are already talking and asking about that. So let's see if we can take some calls there. Okay, let's see. We have some messages here. Please, whenever you send a message, please give your name so that we can give you all the the required acknowledgement, as it were. Good morning, Mike. PSG management gave Mbappé all the powers to dictate to his colleagues. Yes, they did. The seed they planted is now bouncing back at them. Let them grapple with the present situation with Mbappé. I agree with you. Well, he is, or the situation is a monster that they created. They would have to deal with the monster. Okay? This is Ayo from Abulegwa is asking about Manchester United transfer news. We had already taken that. Of course, there's Onana coming in. We're taking Manchester United. And let's see. Okay, MLS. Messi signing for MLS is a great move which will promote the league. Jacob John. We'll get to talk about Messi and the MLS a little bit later on in the show. Okay, and yeah, someone is maybe keeping up pictures here of celebrities who were there at Messi's game, but we'll talk about that when we get. Let's not. I don't know. I tell you, he's smiling. Well, off your mic during that period, because if you do anyhow, yeah. Right? Okay, but that's it. That's it on Transfer Stories.